What is going on, family? I am very stoked to be getting into another song from AURORA today. And if you've noticed, guys, we're not on stream today. We are getting back into reactions that are not on stream. We're trying to follow some of these paths. We're trying to get some of these things off stream. So just FYI, throwing it out there. We're not on stream today. We're out here just all alone, out here in the universe. Just us and each other. You know what I'm saying? God, this is so stupid. I hope everybody's doing well out there in the universe. Today we're going to be checking out a song. This is coming as a Patreon request from our good friend Jenna. She is going to check it out, the new song Heart's Intuition from our good friend AURORA. So looks like it has a visualizer. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it, fam.
Will you pull your love back before you let it live? Will you show my heart where the hurt is and how to forgive? We blew out our fire, but we left a spark. But darling, I don't need much light to see you in the dark. Somewhere within it first begins with your heart, then to your mind. Don't be scared of your heart's intuition. You're not born just to die.
Don't be scared of your heart's intuition. You're not born just to die. Maybe it's a good thing we didn't do this one on stream. For those of you who aren't aware, I'm coming off of like a little bit of like a break or whatever. I kind of took the last week off and just really haven't done much with the channel. I've been doing a lot of thinking about stuff with the channel and about how to move forward on certain things, stream schedules, that kind of thing. How to get more patrons, you know, you gotta go through it all, right? But the other thing has been just, you know, my mental health, right? And my current state. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, like a lot of those days were rough fucking days where I much would have probably rather have been streaming those days instead of not streaming, if that makes any sense. I've been thinking a lot about, like, what is the point, you know, and what is our purpose as individuals, as human beings on this planet? And a lot of times the depression really takes me in that thought process of like, are we just really here to live, to die one day? I feel like it opens the door for conversations about afterlife and people's beliefs on those kinds of things. But I think at the end of the day, the reality is none of us really truly know. And I'm not here to try to tell anybody one way or the other. I don't think, or at least I'm not attempting to try to tell anybody really in any video that I do how to feel about anything, really. Especially not about stuff like this. Because I think that sometimes it's important to hold on to hope. Even if you don't know the reality, you're still hopeful. And I think that can really help people. Especially when you start talking about like what is the purpose of our lives, right? And I thought a lot about that the last week, where I thought a lot about, is this really all it is? Where why do I go through the struggle every day if it really is that just one day I'm gonna die and that's gonna just be it? Whether there is or no afterlife, the point is my time on Earth will end one day. And that's the reality for all of us. And what is the purpose and what is the reason why we even have this conscious now? What is the point of life? I was thinking about this literally yesterday, where just the perspective of how I look at the day and how I look at some of the stresses that I put on myself in terms of, like, you know, am I doing enough? It's amazing how one line in a song can get you thinking about so much. And that's what I love about music, right? Is it's art, and art is supposed to provoke some thought and emotion. And for this song, I feel like immediately I thought it sounded really beautiful. I like the fact that it had a lot of like strings and just really like classical style kind of a sound to it, if you will. And then of course, you know, Aurora's voice is always going to sound pretty damn great, no matter what it is that she's singing, and the message that she's trying to convey in any kind of song. I feel like you'll kind of always just feel that emotion, really, no matter what. And again, I think that this song is supposed to make you feel any way that it's supposed to make you feel. Like I said, just because that line send me in a direction doesn't mean it's going to send anybody else in a direction. There's probably a different line of this song that's going to make that means something to anybody else, and that's like everything to them. And I think that's what's great about this, is the fact that, like, you know, everybody takes something different away from this stuff. All right, I've definitely talked enough. Somebody said I talk way too much on these things, which is kind of crazy because if you're being honest, like, it is a reaction, so it technically is my reaction to it. So if I'm talking too much, I guess I just had a lot to say that day. So if you're still here right now, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
You're not born just to die. You're not born just to die. You were always frightened, and it left your mark. And I hope you never regret that you let me touch your heart. And I hope you see it.
Oh, we got the little, like, a little disco beats shit kind of popping in the background. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's very, like, emotional, but it's not, like, sad. Does that make sense? Like, it's got a happiness feel to it, even though it is got a sadness about it. That's one of the things about, like, I think just her music in general. It's like it's always kind of like a little bit of a sadness, but, like, not in, like, I really don't mean that in, like, a negative way. You know what I mean? Like, in, like, the most positive, happy, sad ways I could say it. Happy, sad vibes, fam. I think I even called that in one of her videos once, in one of her songs. And she was like sad, happy emo vibes, I think I said once before. Yeah, I probably did. Shut up, Johnny. Just let her cook, fam. Let her cook.
And I hope you see it, the love I tried to sell. Even though what hurt you the most was human.
That's what I'm saying. I love it when she does that. And she does it so much where she'll just do things with her voice, but we're just going to go up the scales and oh. And it's always fire. It's always fire.
I'm not born just to die. You're not born just to die. Don't be scared of your heart's intuition. You're not born just to die. Don't be scared of your heart's intuition. You're not born just to die. Don't be scared of your heart's intuition. You're not born just to die. Don't be scared of your heart's intuition. You're not born just to die. Don't be scared of your heart's intuition. You're not born just to die. Don't be scared of your heart's intuition. You're
God
not
damn it,
born
man.
just to die.
Giving me the goosebumps at the end. So good. So good. Like I said, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Like, like when she kept going, I still got it. That was just chilling. Like, this is why I say I don't hate it when people repeat themselves a lot. Sometimes it is too much. Sometimes it is annoying. Sometimes it's like, all right, let's move on. But you know what I mean? But that's not this. That's not this. Like I said, the more she kept going, the more it kept hitting me. You know what I mean? Just changing the tones, the way she was delivering the message. I feel it all. I'm gonna have to dig into these lyrics though, because I have like a theory. Well, not really a theory. God, that just makes me sound like I got some big thing to say. But I don't. Human heart's intuition. Aurora lyrics. Because to me, I feel like I thought about things in this one. And again, not saying she did. Will you pull your love back before you let it live? Will you show my heart where the hurt is and how to forgive? We blew out our fire before we left a spark, but darling, I don't need much light to see you in the dark. That's fire as fuck. Again, okay, so I feel like I'm on the path here, because this first verse to me comes across of like, when you're talking to that other person, like, don't be afraid of what you're feeling, you know, because like, you know, you're, I guess, kind of throwing yourself out there to them, right? And you're kind of like letting them know how you feel, and don't be afraid of loving back, essentially. You know, again, we've talked about this in, I think, in other Aurora reactions, where like I've said in like other just reactions on the channel, just about how I think the thing that people are the most afraid to do, or the two greatest things that like we have as human beings, is we're afraid to love and we're afraid to laugh. And especially on the love side, there's a lot more of like a vulnerability that comes along with that, I think. So, but a lot of times we don't give ourselves the chances, the ability to be able to put the fires together to create a bigger fire. You know what I mean? But darling, I don't need much light to see you in the dark. You know, that's a fire ass bar. Somewhere within it first begins with your heart, then to our minds. I'm gonna pull this up. You guys probably can't even see this shit. Don't be scared of your heart's intuition. You're not born just to die. Oh, you're not just born to die. Okay. Second verse. You were always frightened and it left a mark. I hope you never regret that you let me touch your heart, and I hope you see it. The love I tried to sell, even though I've hurt you the most, I was human like yourself. Even though I've hurt you the most, I was hurt. Again, there's that vulnerability thing, right? Where when you do love somebody, you kind of open yourself up to get hurt by that person. And sometimes it does happen. And it's not ever intentional, but I think there's always ways to try to come back from stuff too. I hope you never regret that you let me touch your heart. You were always frightened, and it left a mark. Again, you were hesitant from the beginning. And, you know, sometimes you got to go full send, fam. Sometimes you got to go full send. It's we only live one life, you know. Life's too short to wonder what if. And I think that's kind of what the overall kind of point of this song is, right? Is that, you know, we're not just born to die, we are born to live. And I know for even someone like myself, the idea of living and living in the moment and living day to day can be very difficult sometimes. But we have to do our best to really just try to enjoy those moments that we can feel alive. You know, we talked about, like, you know, going out and putting your feet in the grass and doing those little things that are just that you enjoy, that make you feel alive. And for me, that's one of those things. The thing that makes me feel the most alive is music. So it's why I react to music. It's why I listen to music so much. It's because it's what makes me feel alive every day. So love this song from Aurora. I think this is part of a deluxe. I think that I saw her say that she's putting a deluxe out for her last project, and this is probably like another one of the songs on there. But she's one of those artists where, you know, when I hear the idea of a deluxe, I'm like, it's gonna all be pretty damn good. You know what I mean? Most of the time when I hear deluxe from an artist, it's like, it's your throwaways. Like maybe like one or two might be good, but chances are it's gonna be some mid. But not with Aurora. So definitely want to appreciate Jenna for the request on this one. I think that's all I got for this one, guys. Be kind to a stranger. Tell somebody that you love them. And if you haven't joined the Foxtrot family, there's always room. Bye, you.